Yo, what's that word? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy 30 or 30, or whichever one you want to call me. Same thing, same difference. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And once again, once I get to 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm a little sick right now. That's I was supposed to go live like a couple days ago and shit, but I've been sick. But I'm starting to feel a little better, you know. The weather out here, it been cold as a motherfucker. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We finna go ahead and get into this video by the title. Y'all already see what we finna watch. Finna tap into that Trap Lloyd Ross of him breaking down the little explosion of NeNe Brooks and how she backdoored Lil Scoom. You know, long Lil Scoom, Mr. Buttonland. Let's go ahead and get to the reaction though. And I had did a reaction to that motherfucking Pooh Shiesty FDO. Whole time my mic wasn't even on, bro. I'm pissed. That would have been the one, I ain't gonna lie.
Trapmore gang, I want to talk to you about something very dark in this video. Unfortunately, it seems to be the case that in Chicago, there's nothing but death and destruction at every turn. Whether it's famous gang members, gangsters, innocents, a lot of people lose their lives in the streets of Chicago. And unfortunately, one of the most common ways that people in or affiliated with gangs end up losing their lives these days is being backdoored by treacherous females who essentially set them up to be killed. Perhaps in some kind of honeypot operation is often the case. Guys think they're about to get lucky with a female and they end up getting very unlucky and losing their lives. And in this video, I want to talk to you about an alleged backdooring female who seemingly has faced no repercussions. There's unfortunately a very, very sad state of affairs in Chicago that a lot of the time, women that set men up to die, they get to ride off into the sunset and just move on like nothing ever happened. And I'm not saying that anything bad or violent should happen to those people, but it does just make you think, how can you even go on with, in good conscience with your life when you're knowing that you set somebody up to get hurt? Now,
all right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you.
You know, I do feel like if you're a woman and you set somebody up, you backdoor a man, you give his location away, you set him up, you line him up, you tell him to come and meet you at a location, and he ends up getting caught up by people he should not be running into, I feel like you're just as responsible for murder as the guys pulling the trigger. But in this video, I want to talk to you about a really sad story of one of the most famous rappers to kind of blow up after his death in Chicago in recent years. That's Lil Scoom, all right? He was set up, allegedly, by a female, backdoored, and apparently the woman who basically is responsible for this situation is apparently riding off into the sunset, living her best life, and facing no repercussions for this situation. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the story of Lil Scoom today, and you know, the rumors and stories about the person responsible. I'm going to talk to you all about it in this video. Now, he was a close friend of the rappers Lil Jeff and Bloodhound Q50. Obviously, Lil Jeff also ended up passing away, not being backdoored, but in his situation,
I think Lil Jeff died like a month before school.
Allegedly trying to chase an op into their home, something that he rapped about doing, that he would chase you into your home and kill you. And unfortunately, you know, that day he tried to chase somebody into their home. The person in the home was unfortunately for him playing good defense that day. Now, unlike Jeff, okay, Scoom apparently came to meet his end under highly suspicious circumstances. Now, the YouTube channel Muses covered this incident and broke kind of.
Let's watch the video of Lil Scoom because I'm confused. In the video, it's not NeNe Brooks, it's Journey, and we clearly hear her in the video ask him, "Why you didn't go to the back?" He said, "Why would I go to the back?" Then she said, "We all gonna die." He said, "What?" Then she said, "I'm just playing." Check it out.
Mommy? I told you I don't have no key. I take it off camera. I don't have no key. Like, is you slow? I'm like, good ass, but this is easy to trap. Yeah. You know, boom. Why y'all ain't come through that? Is the back door open? No. What you mean, why we ain't come to the back?
That's crazy. He asked it was the back door open. Whole time the back door was open. Just not that back door, the other back door.
After the video came,
It said, is the back door open? Unfortunately, the back door was open, and
He
this
just
was
said what
allegedly
I
a backdooring. Now, shortly after this video was recorded, I'm very, very sad to say that Lil Scoom did lose his life. And this would be covered in, you know, various news outlets in the mainstream media in Chicago. Man killed and 16-year-old boy hurt in Chatham shooting. Okay, and we're seeing the stoop. We're seeing the neighborhood. And these are not the places you want to be caught outside without the key. Right, so it's about 11:50 p.m. Two teens, 18-year-old Assyrian Hogan and an unidentified 16-year-old were arguing with someone in the 700 block of East 89th Place when a person opened fire, striking them both, according to Chicago police. You know, basically breaks it down. As Assyrian Hogan, age 18, was shot twice in the chest, taken to University of Chicago Medical Center where he died. According to police in the Cook County Medical Examiner's office, the teen boy was shot in the left and right thigh, taken to the same hospital in fair condition. Nobody was in custody. Now, what's interesting about this situation is that the police dispatch audio basically recorded the moment the police arrived on the scene, and they would then get in a shootout with the suspect who shot it out with the police and managed to get away on foot. How crazy is this? Listen to this.
64 squad, just 42, 64 squad, just confirming, do we have a location where that person was shot?
Is that you?
62 Charlie. Just watch the 6 o'clock. Just, oh, try to please. Hey, you guys, please. Hey,
The police scared as hell.
10-1, 8-9 in St. Lawrence. Shots fired at the police. 8-9 in St. Lawrence. Shots fired
about
at the
700 East Side 89th Place. 700 East 89th Place. 10-1, they're shooting at the police.
10-1, they're shooting at the police. 700 East 89th Place. They're shooting at the police. Need more cars over there. 700 East 89th Place. They're shooting at the police.
So sorry if that was hard to hear because it is very quiet on the recording, but basically they're saying shots fired, they're shooting at the police. We need additional units over there. It's serious, right? They're saying dudes killed Scoom, blew at the cops, and still got away, and to this day nobody been arrested. Crazy. And they're saying they're going to get 100 years for shooting at a cop when they found them, but they need to get caught. They're saying 50 shots got caught at the scene. That was a reference to, I believe, the incident where King Von's close friend White was shot and killed, and the guy
caught an attempt and blew at the police.
shot it out with the police.
Nigga, that's something he can, you know, niggas gonna brag about that shit, but that's something like, nigga, you ain't even supposed to tell nobody.
Ended up getting 100 years, or like, you know, close to 100 years, but it took like nearly 10 years for that case to even end up going to, you know, getting processed. But it says they killed Scoom, shot his friend, and shot the cops. They're definitely getting fried by the feds when they got caught. Very, very sad. All right, they're saying 50 got a 25 piece for shooting at 2 officers, then 65 for killing Whitey. Apparently got 50 years each for shooting at the cops. But anyway, it's clearly bad. Okay, it says them risky road dudes risky for real. When you enter it with a set called Risky Road, you might as well get your affairs in order. They're saying this was one of the craziest drills in years. If you know the facts about what happened and what happened after, it's crazy. Okay, man, if only Scoom would have left when she said back door was locked, but she's told him to go to the back door. It's actually very messed up. They're saying he died 2 hours after he left the crib. Rim cam was at 8 and 9. He died around 11. He wasn't even near her crib, but he thought he wasn't going at night. Okay, very, very messed up. All right, very, very messed up. Now, one of the women that was seen on the camera in that incident, we saw the Ring doorbell footage, was identified apparently as Lil Scoom's girlfriend at the time, Journey. And she would immediately fall under public suspicion, and she took to social media after this to basically give her response and try and clear things up. So basically, this is what was said. I'll zoom into this. This is Journey's response. I said, first off, you dumb, loose P-ass hoes sound so slow. Why would I be scared to be around me? Or why would he be scared to be around me? This shit happened Sunday, right? Okay, cool. Friday night, I got off work, 3:45 a.m.-ish. He came over. Where he come? Through my back gate. Where he sleeps safely and soundly? In my house. July 3rd and 4th, where was I? His crib. Why ain't I dropped the low then? June the 20th and 21st, where was he at? My crib, sleeping peacefully. Please tell me I got hella days. He been with me damn near every day. Why wait until my whole family home and when he's with his homie to do this? Why would Scoom be scared to stand on my front porch, gang? Mine's not no fucking NeNe. He didn't need to sneak there, need no ski mask or shit, because he always there. Said if he's so nervous and biting his nails, why was he finna walk to the back himself to see if he could get in? But he was scared, and bitch, I was standing there walking around, bouncing around, because shit, that's me. I be hyped as hell, moving a lot. That's just me. So next, all right? And people are basically saying Shorty was allergic to English class, all right? These girls be playing a dangerous game on Facebook trying to get each other clapped. Saying in the video she was moving very odd. Doesn't mean she did it, but it's weird, all right? So they're saying that was her in that footage, basically acting all weird, but he's saying it wasn't a backdoor. Says she trying too hard. Nobody even knows this info but her, and just because someone isn't scared doesn't mean they weren't set up. Door. That door emoji is scary, man. It says she asked why he ain't going to back when the whole time she knew that was locked. Situation definitely weird. So people saying something bad needs to... I don't condone that. I don't think anything bad needs to happen to her. If she was involved, I do hope justice is delivered. That's the best that I could say on this. Now,
Man,
right
any
after...
bitch out here setting up niggas playing a nigga game, clap their ass. Fuck all that. You want to be out here in the streets, you want to do nigga shit, clap their ass. Fuck it.
This, okay, alleged
Teach
text
them a
messages
lesson.
of somebody named NeNe allegedly setting up Lil Scoom would start leaking. Okay, and this is what was going around. Somebody messaged NeNe and said, did you really do that to G? Or did you really do that? They said, yeah. This is basically on Chicago Hits page on Instagram. It says, girl who allegedly set up Lil Scoom called NeNe messages getting leaked. And then it says, my people want me to get out of Chicago. And I believe this was a back and forth that happened like after word started going around that she might have been responsible. So my people want me to get out of Chicago. Someone replied, yes, you need to. I need to find somebody that's going to send me $23 for an Uber to the airport. She said, airport? Where the F you going? I thought you was leaving town, not the whole effing state, G. It said like 6 hours away. It said, bro, I'm irritated. You finna go to a whole other state. He said, I'm so scared right now. He said, I'm finna see if somebody can help. I feel like I'm finna die today. That's what she said. Ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, right? And it's $23. You ain't got $23 for the Uber to the airport, man. Shit. So what's this?
I don't know why you keep going on my phone, but I think calling it. I believe it's do not disturb for real. Not to say if you really want to get...
Now, look, I don't know if this is true. I feel like this is like a meme that somebody made, basically saying, in memory of Bethany Johnson, cause of death, thought it was cute to backdoor somebody. Help NeNe get to the airport, $23 goal. These are memes. They're saying Lil Scoomer is organising this for. Honestly, this is actually crazy. This is twisted. Okay, I'm not trying to make light or make fun of this situation because all of this shit that I'm seeing here is actually twisted. Now, after this, okay, Lil Scoom's girlfriend would basically take to social media again to defend herself and basically expose the highly suspicious behavior that evening that was going down once they entered the house. Right, basically saying that NeNe girl was doing some weird shit. Said Shorty, who was doing Scoom hair, said that the NeNe girl was sneaking into the bathroom or on the phone while he was there. And Joni said, yes, Scoom came over there. Scoom always came to my shit, never had a problem. What we talking about? He came because he kept talking about he wanted me to braid his hair so his stuff can grow out. You can ask him, homie, on my life, I can die right now. What the F? She texted this stuff while sneaking to the bathroom on her phone, sneaking in the bathroom on the phone and shit. We kept trying to see what was to her. It said, is y'all finna catch that for her? Okay, F on. And I'm thinking it's because she around dudes she don't know. I even texted her and asked her, was she okay? She texted back saying she didn't want to talk to nobody, like, be for real. He said, gee, y'all is toxic, knowing you want that. She getting that wet. So I said, are you okay? Yeah, I guess. What you say, why you say I guess? So I don't know, I don't feel like talking. And basically they're going back and forth. It says, people keep talking about how you know it was her. She literally was laying in your effing bed. Said, don't explain on my line. She did it for real. That's crazy. Handle it. She was in the house. She knew he was there. And that's how the F she text. You want this stuff to be my cousin. So effing bad. So this is people sticking up for her, basically, right? But people are commenting on Reddit. It says, that girl is a snake. She was setting things up so the blame would fall on the hairstylist. She must have known what she was doing. That's why the text she is showing mistrust. Oh, that's why on the text she's showing mistrust. I feel like she was smart to expose her just to let people know she isn't responsible for it. Says if those messages never came out, 9 out of 10 she would have took the blame. Says NeNe bogus for real. She left Shorty with no option but to tell on her ass. How are you going to try and make your hair girl, I guess, take the fall for a body? Says and apparently she don't even got $23 to get the F out of Chicago. All right, so where $23 going to get her? Saying she has St. Louis, flight out that bitch. $23 might get you a bus ticket to Milwaukee. Says, I know she would have never had that bitch over there. I'm not going to lie. I keep seeing a fake page blaming her, but everything they saying inaccurate. Seemed like NeNe behind the page. Says, damn, so it wasn't even the chick doing hair that lined him. It was her friend and she didn't know. Damn, Scoom was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It says, I really want to know that one girl's reasoning for putting a hyphen at the beginning of every text. Like, what's that? Okay, we moving on. Okay, we moving on. Now, the next day, okay, the girl that was mentioned here, Renee, would then make a series of posts on her Instagram talking about this, right? And basically, or this would go around, okay, and they're saying this is NeNe, the girl who backdoored Lil Scoom, posted a story on a plane with the caption, "New life," butterfly emoji. And I remember seeing this go around at the time. I don't know. It says, "What shorty go missing once you land? People don't play that backdoor stuff. Blood in, blood out." Now, this was basically followed by a series of messages that people thought were referring to Lil Scoom and actually trolling Lil Scoom as well. And I've got these here in my document I can show you. Let me just show you these in my doc. It says, "Nobody, nothing." And then she's saying, "Me, watching y'all looking for me, and I'm 10 hours away." And she played the song, "I'm Still Alive." So she knew people was looking for her. She knew that people was, you know, mad at her. Posted this one, says, "Lady Scoom." That's crazy. That's actually insane. And posted another one, said, "I'm going to miss doing your hair." Laughing emoji, fingers crossed, Lil Scoom 89. That is actually crazy. Talk about "I'm going to miss doing your hair" is wild. Now, almost half a year after Scoom was backdoored and lost his life, his girlfriend at the time, Journey, would appear in a DJU interview to basically explain what exactly was going on in this moment that we saw on the Ring doorbell footage. Shout out to DJU go crazy for this crazy interview, and we're going to actually hear some backstory about what was going down.
I told you, I have no key. I take this off the camera. I don't have no key. Like, is you slow?
No way. Do this, but this is easy power trap.
Yeah.
You go, boom.
Why y'all ain't just come with that?
Is the back door open?
No.
What you mean why we ain't come to the back?
Oh.
Are you the young lady that we see in the video with him?
Mm.
Okay. So you could tell us what was going on at least that time on the porch?
Yes. So when we got to the porch, Scoom and them kind of made it before us because we had went to the store. I had went to the store to get woods because everybody was saying I didn't have a bag. I only had woods in my hand and it was in my pocket. We got there, we was on the porch, but on the porch I was texting my mom and my stepdad because I don't have a key. Everybody who come to my house know I don't have a key. Like, I lost a lot of pair of keys, so my mama wasn't buying me no more. We was there, I was calling my mama, but she was not answering. She was in the back cooking. My stepdad had just dropped me and NeNe off and we was standing on the porch. I was texting him to see if we could come around the back because I have a back door. I was texting him to see if we could come around the back to go through the door, but he wasn't there, so he said he pulled right off after he dropped us off. So we were just standing on the porch for a long time, like it was a long time. And we just could not get in until my mama finally came open the door. She had the music blasted, all type of stuff. So it was just like, it looked like it was so much going on, but it really wasn't. I was just hyper, like, that's who I am. Like, when I'm around people, I'm just extra hyped and goofy. Like, that's just me.
Yeah.
So she would basically explain later on, and I think this is important for me to mention as well, because I was thinking this myself. By the time she posted the screenshots, basically leaking what was going on with that NeNe girl, okay, she had changed her number. So I just want to say, because I was going to go back and blur that, but also I'm thinking, well, that's been gone around now. You would have changed your number, especially if everybody's saying that you backdoored somebody. So them numbers that you might have seen earlier in this video, they ain't doing nothing. Them numbers are old news, all right? But she basically breaks it down, and she says that by that point she had changed her number, and, you know, she was leaking what was going on and basically just getting into it with her.
It really wasn't me. It was people already, a screenshot got leaked first of the messages, and it was how NeNe text. So that's where the NeNe allegations came from. And then afterwards, one of his homies had told me something about NeNe. So it was just like NeNe, like everybody was on NeNe. And then more stuff was just coming out as the day went on. And it was just more NeNe and NeNe. So it was just like, and she was just acting weird afterwards. Like, she changed her number that day and everything. Like, it was just so much going on.
Okay, so y'all done fell out since then?
Yeah, I don't talk to them.
Okay.
So she's saying that they fell out, all right, and she basically said that she believes NeNe was the one who backdoored Scoom. Okay, she basically makes it clear that's her theory, that's what she thinks happened, that's how she thinks it went down, and clearly people are looking for her. She says that the police can't even find her.
Cool.
How did you and NeNe fall out?
So really the Scoom stuff, like, it wasn't no, like, after I found out it was really her, it really wasn't.
So you believe it really was her that backdoored him, set him up?
Yes.
Okay.
After I found out all that stuff, it was like, it wasn't no point of being friends. It wasn't nothing like you got my boyfriend killed. So it was like,
yeah, you can't be, right. I'm not even trying to make light of this situation, but you get you get a boyfriend killed. Yeah, it's.
I really wanted to fight her. Like, I was really looking for her afterwards. Like, I couldn't find her. Her mama kept playing on my phone. It was just a lot of weird stuff. And I just felt like the whole family was in on it. Like, all of them. Like, her mama, her, everybody. I just couldn't be around it. And I feel like me trying to, like, understand where she came from or anything, it's just no coming back from that. Like, it's nothing to understand. Like, you came to your sister's house and got her boyfriend killed. That's just Grammy. Like, you can't be friends with nobody like that.
That's true. So what makes you feel like she actually did set him up? No? Okay. Okay, hold on. I was trying to get my next question. I'm sorry.
I don't really want to say it on camera because like her people told me why she did it. So it's like I don't really want to be in that.
Okay. So where's NeNe now?
I really don't know because I had to actually go to the police station due to all the stuff they was thinking. So I had to actually go to the police station and they said they couldn't find her either. So I really don't know where she is, but she been posting on social media. So
I be seeing NeNe Brooke like Facebook.
So they're saying she be posting, all right, and she's saying that look, her people's basically told me exactly why it went down, exactly why they did it. The police spoke to me about it, and nobody knows where she is, and even the police can't find her. That's what's being said. How crazy is that? Now, she would talk later on in the interview basically about how NeNe might have initially been scared, but now she's living her life without fear. And this is classic, all right? Same goes to all them guys that killed FBG Duck. You get away with it for a little 6 months, a little 12 months, a little 18 months. You start thinking you good. You start making posts. You start dropping songs. You start buying pairs of shoes with ducks on them, thinking you slick. But before you know it, you facing 55, 60 years in the pen.
Y'all could take it easy on Journey. You know what I'm saying? We need to find NeNe.
I feel like NeNe was scared at first, but like now she just like, she is out and known, so it's like she don't care no more. I feel like she been living her life regularly. Like nothing changed for her as much as it changed for me.
Why you say it like that? Like nothing changed for her, like it changed for you?
Because the stuff I've been seeing seemed like she got a regular job still. She still go outside. She still do everything the same. I had to get a new job. I had to move houses. I had to do a lot of stuff my sister had to change schools. Like it was just a lot that came with that. And I feel like it didn't change. It only changed for like a month. Like she just had to have that for a month or something.
Okay, I'm picking it up now.
So she's saying that this girl basically got on with her life. She got a normal job, new city.
Man.
She ain't even worried about this situation anymore. But I tell you what, she ought to worry. She ought to be looking over her shoulder. Because if she did do what they're saying, Fed's going to come eventually. Especially when people shot at the cops. If you're the reason this backdooring happened and you're the reason a shootout happened where police officers nearly died, you can kick it for 18 months. But they're going to get you eventually and you're going to be in the back of that paddy wagon. Now, she would also open up basically about the backlash that she received just for even being in the video. And I can't imagine what she went through as far as, you know, people just throwing her name into the mix. And she basically explained how she felt she was betrayed by NeNe too, personally.
Blaming you. I'm the type, if somebody steady blaming me for something and I know I didn't do it, I'm going to keep talking about it. Everybody was saying like I'm making myself guilty because I'm steady talking about it. But if somebody told you killed your boyfriend, you're going to want to fight for it. Like you're going to want to prove your point. And I'm the type to prove my point. Like I'm going to keep talking to everybody is on my side, or some people agree with me. Like I just feel like nobody was on my side. Nobody was helping me. Everybody was just quick to blame me because it happened at my house. And I knew NeNe for like 6 years, but it's like you don't know everybody. You see how Jam did Lil Durk? You don't know everybody.
She said, you see how Jam did Lil Durk. Now, we still don't know for sure if Jam did Lil Durk, snitched on Lil Durk, but at the same time, that's a rumor that's going around a lot. Now, what's even more crazy is after all of this talking, DJU interview, this was a whole year ago, NeNe still has an Instagram, still posts, and apparently even sometimes goes live. They're saying, why is and I'm not condoning what's being said in this, okay, but it says, why is this bitch NeNe still alive? Or do folks let her slide since they got back with Hawk, Risky Road? CEO Hawkham, one of the main people from Risky Road, allegedly was shot in the head, okay, in an incident that was connected to that whole situation where Brandon Buckingham got shot at, where he was at the studio with Q50 and Skrilla and them. Absolutely crazy, okay? Saying she's still on Instagram. She popping out every now and then. How you hating from outside of the club? You can't even get in, laughing face. It's going to be funny when you're going to be hating from inside of a prison. That's what's going to happen. It says, I hate dudes that ask me for money, not my type of dude. I'd hate it if someone was asking me for $23. So she chips. How can anyone get backdoor to this? They're saying she ugly. How is she so ugly and she getting backdoors? They're saying that this type of girl.
That bitch. Hell,
I'm not making fun of her appearance. I'm not going to do that, okay? All right, but people are mad. They're saying they say she moved to Minnesota. They're not finna take that trip to crash on her. She'll be back in Chicago one day. She better not ever only take one person to notice you.
That motherfucker look like a motherfucker. No.
They're saying Scoom bogus for messing with her, man. You act like they got a tracker on her. Look, we ain't gonna do all that. But basically, okay. Up until this day, there's been a few allegations. That's all I'll say. Okay, there've been a few allegations. There's basically, it's like, this is crazy. Okay, she seemingly has both. Look, this is a post that basically says they really got the backdoor queen working in the daycare, NeNe Brooks. Is this her working in a daycare? This is crazy.
You don't have a mom.
I do have a mom.
You don't have a mom or dad.
I ain't got no. First of all, sister, I do got a daddy, and I do got a mama.
Is that clown makeup on her face?
You got your family?
I do have a family. Yes, I do.
Can you take a picture of me again? What did she say? Me too. No, when I'm on him, I'll take away.
That's crazy. So how's she supposed to pay her bills? I'm assuming the hairstyling dried up after what happened. People are saying, how a dude's cracking with that? She don't need makeup. She been a clown. If I'm going to my hairstylist crib on Phonum, she better be pressure. But Lil Scoom, long live Scoom though. It's crazy. People saying F her. It's crazy. It's crazy. The clown makeup. People saying last I heard of her, she was in Minnesota. Same girl that was begging for money to get out of the city. It's crazy. Okay. It says so far, allegedly, all right, apparently, what was that? No arrests have been made. Okay. But basically the online rumors suggest that Risky Road, the gang that the Bloodhounds are at war with, were responsible. We don't know for sure. This is any rumors on the gang or person that got Lil Scoom. Seems like no one talks about this, and I'm not talking about the setup girl. People are saying Hawkham, aka the younger generation of Risky Road. They say Risky Road got Scoom as get back for their homie 30. I don't know if Scoom killed him, but either EBE or Bloodhounds killed 30, so they got Scoom as get back. They're saying LLMB Lil O killed 30 over a stolen gun. GME chose the no limit side because they was locked in, so EBE clicked up with ESD, 83rd, no limit, and Risky Road. All right, it's all very complicated. They're saying Risky Road allegedly got him because Lil 30 was locked in with him.
Man, because EBE and GME, they was all one at one point. Like, you couldn't see the GME members without the EBE members. All them niggas was locked in.
People saying, stop ratting. This is Reddit, man. That's what this is for. Hey, officer, I don't know. All right, but look. The idea that you can backdoor a man and have him killed and set up and then just move out of state like nothing happened is absurd. It's actually absurd. It's ridiculous. And it's not going to run. If it's not true, then maybe she's really just needs to flee and just get over these rumors, okay? But if it is true, you're not having no shootout with the police where somebody gets killed and bullets actually fly at the cops, and you're going to get away with this forever. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did end up seeing somebody get charged in this case. I'm sure we'll hear about it on Reddit before we hear about it on the news. But it's just very, very sad because Scoom had so much potential. He was definitely an artist that was, had just songs like, what's that song, Blood In, Blood Out? A couple songs where it's actually like, yo,
that nigga Lil Scoom probably would be signed.
This guy actually really had talent. Like, this guy really could have gone somewhere. He was so young, taken way before his time, and unfortunately, with that being made possible by the hands of a treacherous female, just makes it so much more heartbreaking. So long live Lil Scoom, man. Very, very sad situation. You got to look out for that back door. Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homies. Like, even he said in that video, bro, is the back door open? Like, that is crazy prophetic. So, yeah, man, let me know what you thought.
But look, that's the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more content, more reactions. And once again, give me the 500. I will be doing a giveaway. Make sure y'all tap in for the next reaction. We just finna start pushing these motherfuckers out, man. And anybody out there sick, I hope y'all feel better, because god damn, a nigga sick. For now.